Hold on. Right there.
Nigga, y'all got it, nigga. Walter White, nigga, y'all see it, nigga. That meth, nigga. Blue, nigga.
Does he look old like that on the thing too?
Nigga, this Heisenberg, nigga.
But is he old like that?
Yes, nigga, Heisenberg, nigga. He's a gangster, nigga.
Alright, here we go. Meek Mill.
Dreams and nightmares, man.
More nightmare than dream.
I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this. In a matter of time I spent on some locked up shit in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrist.
Yeah, so after the first track, man, when the first track came on, I was like, okay, we might have something here. But the first half of the first track is what I like the most, because he's not doing that dun 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 dun, that flow he always fucking does on everybody's fucking song. He's actually rapping about something, you know what I'm saying, in the first half. But then he turn up, as people would say, and he goes into that little pattern, and that's kind of like when I was like, oh man, here we go with this bullshit again.
Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? When I bought the ass tomorrow, y'all thought it was rented? Flexing on these niggas, I'm like Popeye on the spinach. Double M, yeah, that's my team. Rose, the captain, I'm lieutenant.
After that, every song after that, man, was fucking horrible. I didn't like it, except for that one song. What is shit called? Tony's Story. That was interesting because you're actually telling a story about a certain situation. It's fine, but everything else just sounded like a bunch of the same fucking tracks over and over again. It's like there was no heartbeat, no kind of fucking structure to this album. It was just a bunch of fucking songs thrown together. It should have been a mixtape. I don't know, man. He dropped the ball, man. Sorry,
yeah,
Meek.
My thoughts on this Dream and Nightmares album.
Purple.
The intro was hard.
Yeah.
The intro was hard. Like, he spazzed on that motherfucking intro track, man. And I was like, okay, you know, Meek got something in store for us, boys. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, I like Meek Mill. You know what I'm saying? I got, you know, all the mixtape stuff like that. You know, he really go hard, you know, for Philly and everything like that there. Then, the next track, the second track, In God We Trust.
I see young niggas cry, I see young niggas fall, I see young niggas die because of young niggas told. For the love of the money, for the love of the money, for the love of the money, love of the money. Bring them young niggas hungry, for the love of the money.
Song about money.
We get it. We fucking get it, man. You got money now. Oh God, dude.
You know, I mean, I know he, you know,
do something else.
He had money before he got big and all that stuff. I mean, I know he young. You know what I'm saying? You know, these young cats, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's just, you know, money, money,
he's drugs. And he's overrated, man. So, like, he's not even, no.
You know, the next track, he got Kirko on there. They're Young and Getting It. I know that's a track that's a single right now. And
but hold on.
I mean, even with that track though,
why did he have to do auto-tune?
I don't know.
Young nigga, I get money and fuck hoes in my spare time. She don't fuck on the first night, then she don't meet my deadline. Nigga smoking that Bob Marley like yeah, mine. I'm sipping on the whole A for that perp shit.
Fucking stupid. Let Kirko do Kirko. Alright? Because Kirko does Kirko very fucking well. But when I heard you start doing the auto-tune, like, what are you doing, man? Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess, you know, everybody trying to experiment with that.
Man, that's that bullshit.
Which I like. I like Traumatized.
Death coming when she seen it, she just cried. Probably part of the reason we drink and we get high. When I find a nigga that killed my daddy, know I'ma ride. Hope you hear me, I'ma kill you, nigga. To let you know that I don't feel you, nigga.
Traumatized, he gets into, you know, he gets personable on this track. Where he talks about losing his dad when he was legit, you know, becoming the man of the family. And, you know, basically, like, he went hard on this track, basically saying, nigga, when I find a nigga that killed my daddy, I'm gonna kill you. It's just the heartfelt emotion in this track. I like Traumatized. Traumatized to me was a good track, you know what I'm saying, after the intro. I mean, to me, there's only a few standout tracks on here. I'm not saying all the tracks are bad, but it's just repetitive. It's the same stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Aggravating. This album was aggravating to listen to.
The next track is that Believe It with Ross. You got that Justin Bieber, Please Believe It.
I got a bad bitch in my Chevy, selling Miley Cyrus in my brand new money collar. I got that Justin Bieber, please believe it. $250,000 hanging on my collar.
Sounds the same.
Oh, God.
You know, I mean, and like I said, it's not bad. It's just, it all sounds the same. I just was expecting more. Maybach curtains got Nas, John Legend, and Rick Ross on there. And to me, that track, it's okay, but to me, it still don't really sound as good as it should be.
Nope. Of course, Nas delivers
Nas
all
delivered.
day.
I mean, Ross delivered on there too. But to me, even like I like John Legend, but I don't like him on this track. You know what I'm saying? Like the extra singing and stuff for what the track is, man, to me it's a little bit too much. The next track is Amen with Drake. I feel like with that track, to me, I like that track when it first came out. But the song has been out too long for it to go on the album. Like, that's a track that should have been on, you know, a mixtape or something. You know what I'm saying? I think it was on the other. I don't even remember if it was on Self-Made 2. But the song been out too long. Like, I feel like that's when artists cheat the consumer out of, you know, buying their product, because you have a song that's been rotating for 6 to 8 months and you put it on your album. That's not fair to the consumer.
That's that bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? The next track, Young Kings, you know, I understand you young, you got money, you doing it.
Man. We fucking get it.
All right, that's cool, man.
Just, let's do something else, man.
I mean, to me, just to you know, basically boil this thing down, because I really didn't like the album.
It's a bunch of fucking carbs. You need some fucking, need some simple sugars. You need some fats. You need something other than just fucking rice, carbs. That's all this shit was. Is one fucking. Couldn't do it. I can't dig it.
It sounds like one big song.
That's what it is.
But to me, like I said, the standout tracks to me is the intro, the Dreams and Nightmares. You got Traumatized, and Tony's Story. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, those are the standout tracks on this album. But 3 out of 14.
That's a bad average.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a bad average.
But like I said, the other songs, to me, they're not bad songs. It's just, it's too much of the same thing going on, man. You know what I'm saying? To me, it wasn't a lot of thought put into it. They're still okay songs, but I think that another thing too is that this album doesn't have any flow to it. There's no, you know, it's no real true beginning and end. There's no, you know, real pattern to this whole album. It's just a bunch of songs put together, man. Yep. And that's how I felt about Ross's project. Yep. It just was a bunch of songs put together. There was no real true placement of the songs. Like,
but Ross at least was good.
No, Ross was good. Ross was good up until a certain point, and then it was just like, boom, I'm gonna just throw all these tracks on here, and it was just like, you know, to me, like with the Dreams and Nightmares, if he could have had a better flow, because like I said, some of these songs, they're not bad. It's just that we hear this type of shit all the time.
Yeah.
But if you would have placed them in certain areas of your album to make it flow a little bit better, then it would be a little bit more acceptable.
Look, I got this to say. Listen, this nigga's overrated. He's over fucking rated. And Beanie Siegel, man, I was upset when I heard this. Beanie Siegel actually said that Meek Mill reminds him of him when he first started. No fucking way. Beanie Siegel, the truth, the reason, like, no, nothing about Meek Mill says the Truth album when you had Scarface on it. You with Mac and Brad going back and forth. Nothing about this album says the reason. Nothing about this album says Beanie Siegel. I don't know if it was just you get asked a question, you get put on the spot, publicity stunt. But Beanie, man, stop. Would you quit it? This nigga's nowhere near nice as you. Nowhere near nice as you. Honestly.
I mean, I can understand where he's coming from on certain aspects of that, just as far as like the way that, you know, Philly rides from Meek Mill. I mean, he has a real strong following. I wouldn't say he's overrated. You know, that's your opinion. I don't think he's overrated, but I know that he has more to bring than what he put on this album, because it's something. I mean, a lot of his mixtapes been fire.
Well, let's see it.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of his mixtapes been fire. The last Dream Chasers 2 That shit was awesome.
For your debut album to be like that.
Yeah, I mean for the debut album to be this way,
up.
it is kind of disappointing compared to the mixtapes that you have dropped.
And that just good.
But it's like a lot of artists, you know, end up doing this, man. They put out hot ass, you know what I'm saying, mixtapes, good free shit. And then you want us to buy
this bullshit.
This garbage, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I like Meek Mill. I don't think he's overrated at all. But it's just like it's not good, man.
Nope.
It's not good, bro. Like I said, to me it's basically three standout tracks, which is the Dreams and Nightmares, Traumatized, and then you got Tony's Story. And then you know for everybody like the singles out there, you know, you got the Amen, Young and Getting It, you know what I'm saying, Kirko and Drake, you know what I'm saying. People probably gonna be on this Believe It with Ross because he say I got that Justin Bieber, please believe it. I mean, it's catchy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks been, you know, going crazy saying that shit on Twitter and everywhere else. So, you know, it's probably, you know, it's going to be another banger in the club or whatever. I mean, the production on here is definitely good. But the production sounds the same as well as what's going on. But my grade on Meek Mill's debut album, man, I'm going to have to give it a C minus. A C minus.
You get an F from me, bro. You failed. Your debut project, and this is what you do. You know what's funny is that I don't see him dropping an album better than this. I think he's gonna stay in his lane because of where he is. And the nigga didn't put gunplay on there, so you know how I feel about that. I'll give you an F, man. Nice try. It's fucking horrible.